Alright, what's up, guys? Dope Twins back at you with another video previewing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers Monday Night Football game. Obviously, what happened against the Kansas City Chiefs between the Steelers and the whole opener was an embarrassing and disgusting performance, specifically by the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. They are looking here to bounce back against a hot and fired up Tampa Bay offense, especially on the road in Tampa Bay.
Of course, and obviously it's a primetime game. And before we get into the game, I want to address what you just said about defense, and I want to address the people, because there were a lot of people in our reaction to the Chiefs game saying that we always start off like this. That was kind of expected because the Chiefs have a very high-powered offense, and, all that shit. We had injuries, all that shit.
Right.
Basically. So, and I understand where you guys are coming from.
And we both do somewhat agree, but at the same time, the defense got to hold up their own end of the stick.
Right, they got to. And the thing is, performances like that happen pretty often as of late with Steelers defense. It happens once or twice every freaking year, and the Steelers defense is incredibly and ridiculously inconsistent.
Exactly.
So, and there's been no change from what we saw last year. Because the Chiefs game was basically a part two of what we saw in the divisional round against the Jags. Only you substitute the Chiefs in the Jags position.
Yeah.
So there's no change. So you can't really blame us for being too angry with that defense. And I hope you guys are right by saying, because we do usually start off very slow, and we do usually pick it up as the season goes. But still, to start off that slow or to start off that bad this early, it's a very big concern.
It really is.
And against going up a Tampa Bay offense that has been red hot and currently ranked the #1 offense in the league.
Especially with Ryan Fitzpatrick as a starting quarterback, playing for filling in the quarterback position for a suspended Jameis Winston.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's playing out of his freaking mind.
Yeah,
he's really having perhaps the best year of his career if you don't count the season he had with the Jets.
Yeah, but honestly, I think he's performing better. Just off the start. He's thrown for 400 yards in each of his first 2 games, as well as 4 touchdowns in each game.
Yeah.
We all know Ryan Fitzpatrick as usually Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's a turnover machine, but as of late, I don't know what. I don't know what's up his ass, but hell.
He's becoming what my God, the stutter. We've been hearing that he's been now nicknamed Ryan Fitzmagic,
which he kind of is at this point.
I
mean, you have a backup quarterback. Keyword, backup quarterback. Throw for 400 yards in the first 2 games, as well as 4 touchdowns in each of his first 2 games.
He's literally magically bringing this Tampa Bay team to what it could have been, what it could very well be.
Exactly, and he has weapons like Mike Evans and Deshaun Jackson, who currently leads the league in receiving yards, surprisingly. And then you got Chris Godwin in the slot. You got Cameron Brate. You got O.J. Howard, and they have decent running backs as well, and a decent offensive line. Shit.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. So this defense got to step up.
They have to, seriously. I don't know what they did last week. I don't know what happened to them, because we said that they did pretty good, pretty decent week 1 against the Browns.
And they did. They really did. But when it came to the Chiefs game, they just played downright awful.
Right. Now, that could come back to you guys' statement saying that that's the Chiefs' offense, which it very well could be.
Yeah.
But going up against the Bucs' offense, it could be a big reoccurrence.
Right.
So that alone terrifies me.
It definitely does.
And that Bucs offense overall terrifies me, because I don't trust. I mean, I have some faith in the defense, but you can't. But it's hard to trust them after a performance like that.
Right. Exactly.
When this defense has shown no growth, no signs of being very consistent, and they're still very undisciplined.
Right. And some of you guys have been saying the defense doesn't suck. That could very well be true, but the thing that does suck is the consistency of this team. Not just the defense, this entire team.
And Keith Butler is a big blame for that, as well as Tomlin.
Yeah.
Tomlin, he should know this by now. He should know that Butler is not stepping up. He's not disciplining his players, although Tomlin himself could be on the receiving end of that. But still, Butler is mostly to blame.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, if someone coming from Dick LeBeau, you think you have a decent game plan and some discipline to him, right?
Exactly.
He's shown no signs of growth and more signs of unfortunate inconsistency.
Yeah.
And that needs to stop. And this defense needs to step up the big time. The main goal for this defense, in my honest opinion, in this game, is pass rush.
Yes.
You have to pressure Ryan Fitzpatrick, because that's how you stop him. That's how you stop any quarterback, is you pressure him and you get to him fast and early, and you just keep it up.
Especially with the type of offensive line that the Buccaneers have. They have a pretty weak offensive line, so we got to utilize the pass rush to get the Fitzpatrick.
Yes, they have a weak and bruised offensive line, and with the pass rushers we got, we can definitely do it.
Exactly.
Totally, dude. I mean, the secondary, I don't know if Joe Hayden's coming back. Artie Burns, I don't know who he's covering. Mike Evans, I don't know. Deshaun Jackson, he's still probably the best deep threat in the league. I trust Mike Hillen, although he has to work on his tackling as well, because last week against the Chiefs, he had himself a pretty bruising day because he missed many tackles that he normally doesn't do.
A lot of members of the defense miss a lot of tackles.
So
and again, the inconsistency of the tackles. They must get better at tackling.
Of course, and that's one key way to stop this Bucs offense is to make tackles, because they have players that are phenomenal with rack yards, like O.J. Howard and Chris Godwin and Deshaun Jackson and Mike Evans, just common players,
Exactly.
So the rack yards could very well, or the missed tackles could affect us, because the Bucs offense are very good with those rack yards, and that's something that could really just kill this defense and this performance overall. And it could really hurt us in the game and make us lose the game. So
exactly. The Buccaneers offense is now number 1 in total offense right now in the NFL.
Right.
So this defense has to step up. This defense has to do something. I'm hoping they freaking learn their lesson against the Chiefs.
Right.
I hope they come out and ball out right here.
Right. And
because it's a desperate time to right now. We have yet to get a win.
Of course. And we could get our first win against the Bucs, but it's not going to be easy defensively. Now, offensively, I have all the faith in the world in the offense, because they had a very good performance last week, and against a very weak and injured and bruised Bucs defense, specifically the secondary, our offense should have a hell of a game. To be honest with you, you're looking at 2 of the top-ranked offenses in the league right now, so this should be a very potential high-scoring, very offensive-heavy, great game.
A big back-and-forth game, really.
Of course, and could be one of the better Monday Night Football games we get all year.
But the thing that worries me is Ben Roethlisberger, because he does not perform very well on the road.
Yes,
he doesn't.
And I consider that now the Bucs are doing very good, but I still consider this a trap game, because we do tend to play down to teams that we should beat.
No, on paper we should actually beat them. Really,
right.
On paper.
Right, and going into the Bucs Stadium, it's going to be tough. Now, this is prime time, and we always perform good on prime time, which is why I have a little faith in the Steelers to bounce back. So I'm hoping we do that, but I don't know, but we'll see. But the offense, I have all the faith in the world in the offense. I want to see more from Connor. Now I understand that the Bucs defensive line and rushing defense is very good. I mean, they fixed that defensive line big time.
Quite frankly, for the Bucs defense, that's the only thing that worries me is their defensive line.
Yeah, and dude, I remember
and their linebacker core. That's basically it.
Pretty much, because look at the talent they got. They got Jason Pierre-Paul, they got Joe McCoy, they got Vita Vea, they have Vinny Curry, Quan Alexander,
they got Levante David.
That's a hell of a front seven right there.
Exactly.
That is so much talent and speed and strength and physicality and youth, man. That is scary.
That is.
And that is really, like you said, that is the only thing I'm really worried about is this Buck defense.
Now, the secondary of theirs, I'm not too worried. I really ain't, because I don't know if Brent Grimes is going to come back and play. We all know Vernon Hargreaves is out for the rest of the season. I'm not too worried about their safeties whatsoever. So the secondary doesn't worry me too much. But, again, Ben usually has bad performances on the road.
Yeah, and the thing is, our offense and our team overall just tends to play down when we really should dominate that, because like you just listed, we should dominate that, but will we? Because we tend to play down.
Exactly.
So that is one thing I'm really worried about, is us potentially playing down, especially since it's a road game.
Yeah.
That's another thing that terrifies me. I hope it doesn't happen, but it's very possible with this team, because you really don't know what team you're going to get.
Exactly.
Every week. You don't know if you're going to get the true Pittsburgh Steelers, or you're going to get the Pittsburgh Steelers dressed as the Cleveland fucking Browns.
Well, because every week they have a bad performance, then a good performance, then a good performance, then a bad performance, then a bad performance, then a good performance. They're too damn inconsistent.
Exactly, and that's the issue with this entire team, is the consistency, and they are very imbalanced. I mean, look at the Browns game, right? You have the offense play awful, then you have the defense play good. Last week you had the defense play awful, and then you had the offense play great. This team is very imbalanced. Hopefully this week we have a more balanced team, and we just continue that through the rest of the season. But who knows, man? Against the Bucs team that is on fire right now, I don't know.
I know it's going to be pretty difficult. I never thought I'd say that with Ryan Fitzpatrick leading the team.
Right? So
like I said in the Chiefs recap, I never thought I'd ever say this, but I am scared of Ryan Fitzpatrick. The way that he's been balling out, the way that he's been playing.
Seriously, how could you not be, dude?
So this defense has to step up. They got to cover their guy. They got to stop them. I'm not too worried about the Buccaneers' rushing offense. I really ain't. It's just the passing offense.
Yes.
But they got to cover their guy. They got to get to the quarterback. They got to utilize more They got to pass rush more.
Seriously.
Because in the Chiefs game, they rarely did that, and I don't know why.
Exactly. More man coverage, in my opinion. The keys to win this game defensively is more man coverage, finish tackles, pressure on Fitzpatrick, and have someone cover the tight ends. If it was Morgan Burnett is my top guy. You know, I think I would still have Edmonds still started strong safety, and we use Edmonds inside linebacker. Because I think we should have done that with Travis Kelce, and it bit us in the ass last week.
And that's why I'm hoping they learned their lesson.
Of course. And I hope they go back to the game room and they look at the tape and they're like, you know what? We signed a former Packers defensive back that did very good for them. It was one of their key factors for that very weak defense, and he did pretty good. Why don't we utilize him and have him cover the tight ends, which are very young and very fast and very physical?
And the thing about Morgan Burnett is that he is a key leadership. He was a key leader to that defense for the Packers.
Yes,
why can't he be that way for the Steelers?
Seriously. So I don't know why we don't utilize him to his full potential. I think this game we have to.
I mean, I think we are, but not in the right way.
Yes.
Because if we're not doing that, we're going to lose games.
Of course. And then that's one thing that really hurts this defense. So, and we just don't utilize guys to their full potential, and our game plan is just off.
Exactly.
I remember last week we had T.J. Watt cover Sammy Watkins, and Watkins was wide open, but thankfully Mahomes overthrew it and it wasn't a touchdown. Why the hell are you having T.J. Watt cover someone like a Sammy Watkins?
Exactly. You can't be doing that.
See, tiny shit like that just makes no sense and pisses me off.
That's what corners like Artie Burns and Cameron Sutton and Mike Hill, and I would even put Cody Sensabaugh in there. That's what they're for. It's their job.
Exactly.
You can't be having outside linebackers cover guys like that.
Exactly. Now, I don't mind linebackers covering receivers, but 9 times out of 10, it's not very effective, especially someone like a T.J. Watt, who, I mean, he is good in coverage, but he's still very inexperienced at that.
And especially on the deep
role.
ball, especially on the deep ball too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not smart.
Exactly. So, you know, our game plan defensively just has to be better.
And offensively, no turnovers. You cannot cause turnovers because that will affect us a lot in this game.
Of course, and you have to limit the penalties, and that goes for both sides of the ball, honestly.
Exactly.
So keys to win this game defensively: get to Fitzpatrick, man-to-man coverage, cover your tight ends, and finish tackles.
Yes.
And offensively, you know, spread the ball more, get it to Connor a little more.
Yes, because Connor only ran it 9 times against the Chiefs.
Yes.
Now I can understand giving him a break from running the ball because he had 36 carries against the Browns. But in a way, you got to utilize the rushing game, especially with Le'Veon Bell absent.
Of course.
Now we all know the type of caliber running back Connor is. We got to utilize that.
Of course. Now against a team like the Bucs and their defensive line and their front seven, that might be an issue coming into this game.
That very well could, but Connor doesn't always have to take the whole workload. You got Stephen Ridley, you got Roosevelt next that can run. You got Ryan Switzer who's been nice running. You even got a versatile guy in Jalen Samuels. I would like to see the versatility of Jalen Samuels on this field.
Of course, and so would I. So just start spreading the ball a little more, protect Ben, limit the pressure, and finish drives.
Yes.
So that's pretty much it. Let us know what you guys think in comments below. Hopefully we come out of this Monday Night Football game with a dub. Our first primetime game. Hopefully we come out with a great performance. I mean, we'll see what happens.
We need to get this one.
We have to because we're in a. And I want to give a huge shout out to Steel Bain because I saw his Chiefs recap. And he said that we're in a very deep hole that we have to climb out of.
Yes.
And we are. And this is the game where we have to climb out of that hole because this is very crucial. Otherwise, we're going to have a very slow start. We're already having a slow start. You can't come out with 3 straight losses. 2 losses and a tie.
Exactly.
Either way, it's still similar to 3 losses, but that's still not a good start.
Yeah.
So you have to. This is honestly a big win here to gain momentum to gain momentum up until just to continue throughout the rest of the season.
Exactly, because you look at our division rivals, the Bengals and the Ravens. They're looking so hot right now, especially the Bengals.
Exactly.
They lead the AFC North right now.
Exactly. So
we got to get up there. We gotta ball out. We gotta play. We gotta be more consistent. We gotta be more dominant.
Of course, and we have to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. We all know the potential we have. So come out balling like you should. We all know you guys can perform at a high caliber level, but why aren't you? Again, too inconsistent. So hopefully we just perform a lot better in this game, and we have to.
That's what I'm hoping.
So
and that's what I want to see. Get better.
Exactly. So
do your job.
Damn straight, and we have to because, like we said, this is a very crucial game to get out of that deep hole that we're slowly just digging deeper into.
Yeah.
We have to climb out of that hole and gain momentum so we can continue and build off of that for the rest of the season.
Exactly.
So, anyway, guys, that's our preview for the Steelers and Bucs Monday Night Football game. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. We are very excited, very pumped, and we have faith in this team to bounce back. But that'll all be determined once Monday night comes. So, hope you guys enjoy the game if you're watching. And like I said, just give us your thoughts and comments below. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you later. Peace!